There is a massive opportunity in front of us right now. I believe most people are missing it, and this opportunity is only going to be around for maybe a handful more years before it goes away. In this video, let's talk about what this is and how you can use this to secure the future of your dreams. So I live in Colorado and I drive out to the mountains to go snowboard. Every time I drive out there, on the side of the hill, I see a bunch of abandoned gold mines. They're like these old wooden buildings that look like they are about to fall down. And they've been there for 160, 170 years because the Colorado gold rush occurred in the 1850s and 1860s. During that time, it was popping out here. There was entire towns that sprung up for the purpose of housing the people who were here mining the gold. And for about a span of 10 years, people were out here getting rich. They were discovering these massive gold mines in these mountains. Everybody moved here. That's why they call it the gold rush. And after about a decade, they found most of the gold. And so the opportunity passed and everybody had to go back to doing something else to make money. The other day, I got an email from Matt Gray. He's a big personal brand builder and a coach for creators. And his email said something like, "We're in the middle of a gold rush." And when I read that, I realized the truth of what he was talking about. We are literally in a period right now where another gold rush is going on. Another gold rush is happening. And these things don't always seem so obvious when you're in the middle of it, like the recent real estate market. It just felt like, yeah, everything's going great. And now we all wish we would have bought a house 5 or 10 years ago, but the opportunity is past. But the gold rush that is still going on today is the rush to acquire attention online. The biggest companies in the world, like Google and Meta, are the ones at the top of the heap. They have designed software that attracts all of our attention to it, right? We're scrolling Instagram and there's so much attention there that advertisers pay them to just momentarily divert some of that attention to the advertiser's business. That's how valuable attention is. And that's why the top companies in the world are the ones that have the attention. Alex Hormozy said in one of his videos that attention is the new oil. And that was when I really got it. I was like, wow, there is a attention rush right now instead of a gold rush going on. And there's a finite amount of this if you think about it. So think about everybody on the earth. Not all of them are going to access the internet, but once a good portion of them do, then they're going to create social media accounts. They're going to subscribe to certain people on YouTube or follow them on Instagram. And then there's going to be kind of a limit because you don't follow an endless amount of people on YouTube, right? That would get annoying if you were just seeing content from thousands of different creators. You might have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 people, and then you kind of max out. So by the time that everybody comes online and they've followed who they're going to follow, we're going to hit a point where it's going to be a lot harder to get new attention. Now, of course, new people are being born every day, so there's always going to be new attention that comes into the market. But right now, everybody in the world does not even get on YouTube yet. Like they're predicting that billions more people every single year are showing up into this digital space. And these people are basically saying, I've got my attention. Who should I spend it on? The Colorado Gold Rush lasted about 10 good years. That's when they got most of the gold out. And I believe that the same thing is going to happen in this rush to acquire attention online. I also believe we're probably about halfway through it. This game really picked up around, 2017, 2018, 2019. And now here we are in 2024. So you could argue that we're halfway or more than halfway through what I believe are going to be the best times. Now, when the gold rush ended, the decade in Colorado, Of course, there was still more gold to be found, and lots of people stayed around, and they found smaller and smaller amounts each passing year, but there was still the opportunity. So I'm not saying that there's going to be this hard stop in 10 years and you won't be able to play the game. But wouldn't you rather be one of the people that got in during the gold rush, during the golden era of it, where you were just piling gold into wheelbarrows and just running down to sell it and get rich? If you dream of having a coaching or a creator business, and that is like your vision of your future, the attention that you are acquiring today will be the asset that you can use to gain leverage and make that business successful. If you acquire attention now, then you'll get to keep that in the future. And when everybody else is really struggling to catch up because somehow everybody's still missing this opportunity and they're going to probably not start for another handful of years until it becomes so obvious. And you know what happens when you get in when a stock is going like this. You probably got in a little too late because it's about to correct. So get in early, get in now, get in the game, start acquiring some attention. Attention is the new oil. If you don't believe me, take it from Alex Hormozy, take it from Mr. Beast or Mark Zuckerberg. The people at the top of the game see what's going on and they're making sure that they get their share. The attention that you start acquiring now will be like insurance that protects you in the future so that your business can succeed, so that you will have distribution, you'll have an audience to sell your stuff to. So I just wanted to make this video as like a public service announcement because I see people who are still just sitting on their comfy couch and they're just like, yeah, well, I haven't figured out my niche, so therefore I'm not going to start my YouTube channel yet. And they're just acting like they have all the time in the world, and they don't, if they want to have an easier time of doing this. So I hope that helps. If you are someone who feels like that question around your niche is the thing that's stopping you from knowing like what to make a YouTube video on or what to post about and, you know, who your audience is, I've written a book called Nail Your Niche that shows you exactly how to define the demographic that you would be best to serve, to define, you know, the quantifiable outcome that you can deliver for them. Understanding those elements is critical for creating the offer that you actually sell to the audience or the attention that you gain, but it also informs the topics of your content itself. So if you feel stuck around that niche question, grab my book at nailyourniche.net. I appreciate you all very much. I want to make sure that you are successful for years to come. So go out and acquire attention. Start today. Start tomorrow. I know it's scary. Do it. Become the person that you need to become that turns the camera on and shares your message, even if you feel uncomfortable with it. I promise you it gets easier and the payoff is going to be huge. We're in the middle of a gold rush. Grab your shovel and start digging. Appreciate y'all being here, and I'll see you in the next video.